Hey there! Guess who? It's Willie Mammoth. Anyhow, what's that elephant do? Yeah. So, yeah, I just watched, the end of the Saturday Live thing from, those other guys, and all they could do was mention my name. They weren't able to read what I had posted or anything. Just, hey, Bill. Yeah. Hey. Just hanging out, just waiting for the snow to melt and the ice to retreat for, because if it keeps snowing, then I'm gonna become extinct. Yeah. So, but hey, I thought you were coming to Florida. No, I'm not going to Florida. There's all kinds. The world's gonna flip upside down, and Florida's gonna just get wiped out by the ocean's gonna come right over the top from the Atlantic to the Gulf, man. It's like no. No, I know about them extinction events, man. And Florida's too close to sea level. Yeah. Okay. So those other people, they brought up a gypsy's kiss. Um, More reason for me to sell my house and come up there. Yep. Yeah, I'm real close. I went up there yesterday, and now there's about a foot of snow on top of everything at least. And some places there's snow under that foot of snow. So, and it's kind of part of it's kind of a scree pile like thing, and you don't want to climb around in them in the snow. Your foot will go down, a boulder will roll onto your leg and break your leg and all that. You don't go messing with winter. Um, yeah. Uh, More reason. Yeah, I already seen that one. There's something new. Message, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they brought up that. And they brought up Georgia O'Keeffe wearing, Tiles Plaza wearing a hood over her head and stuff. And that's that represents the two hooded women standing in front of the Inky that I found. Their Inky is on the one canyon wall before you get to the blaze and stuff. Okay, well, what's it say? I gotta go on my computer to see that one. Ah, refresh. There we go. Oh, yeah, I got new glasses. You can't tell, can you? But you can see them inside there. See that reflecting? That's
Yeah, I got new glasses. You can't tell.
Oh, we gotta mute the computer. As I can hear myself, I know I'm doing okay with sound. This hasn't failed me. What do you think about the no place for the meek? Forrest Fenn tells that the meek you have to go. No change. Oh, tells the meek you have to chance. Okay, well, no place for the meek. He mentions the biddies and they lived in a brick house. He lived in a wood house. It was one of the meek. It was one of the meek, one of the three little pigs. What were they afraid of? The big bad wolf. The IRS is also the big bad wolf. Watch out for them. Yeah. So, yeah, he's talking about no place for the meek is the wolf. Okay. So what else is happening? Did I miss any questions? Uh, yeah. Yeah, they don't like me over there on that AGK thing. Maybe if I fold my ears all the way back, I'm more of a mammoth. That's more of a mammoth look, isn't it? Yeah. I just have to clip the ears. But these funky things, reminds me of them teenagers. Put an earring in one of them holes right here, and you can hang the treasure on there. So, anyhow, so what else did they, the George O'Keeffe thing they talked about, and that's just referring to these figures on the wall standing in front of Enki. With the, I can get a picture of it going here for you. Yeah. Let's get this over here and switch this around. And here we go. Here's the George O'Keeffe, wearing the hood, and the other one, but this is Enki actually. I'd put this through an art program so I colored it and made it pretty and stuff. But that's what's on the canyon wall. It's the two hooded women. In Enki, actually. But he's getting about George O'Keeffe. So, that's what that's about. Up. You see my wall back here? I'm doing it with my pictures and stuff. Got the World Trade Center there. This is like a Stargate here. Yeah, we want to do some time travel, man. Yeah, try time traveling back 14,000 years when people hugged mammoths. I'm a well-worshipped animal 14,000 years ago. Homer Brown is a... Homer Brown, I think, is a beaver pond. Somebody else told me that their grandmother mentioned to Homer Brown years ago, and he asked back then, and she said that the Homer Brown is the home of the beaver. So, but there are other Browns. All of the clues, there are multiple omegas, multiple, there's primary blazes and sub blazes and the blaze, but, and then in the end, you take all of it again and apply it to the end of the poem, the entire poem, because you use the poem to get there, and you keep finding things are repeating and repeating, and all of the answers are in all of the places. So everywhere you look, the answers are there. That's what makes it hard. You don't know which one of the answers is the correct answer. pretty, it's philosophical stuff and all that, Which answer is the answer? There are lots of answers, but only one good one. And why is my trunk a different color right here? There's like a line, and this part of the trunk's a different color, like it came out of a different press. Yeah, different mold. Yeah. Whew. So, yeah, those two women there with the hoods standing in front of Enki, that's representing the George O'Keeffe thing with the he makes his stories around what you're going to see in the forest. And I'll have a lot of my pictures. You'll see a lot of rock, but actually there's a lot of there's forest on top and stuff. I didn't take pictures of the trees because I wasn't going to find anything 10,000 years old in the trees, but you find stuff that's 1,000 years old painted on the rocks and sculpted in the rocks. I got Anubis, and all these things, even that thing with Enki and the two women with a hood, that that references the Garden of Eden, and this could be the Garden of Eden is in Colorado. This is where man was created, in Colorado. And it's such a bizarre tangent off of the normal that nobody believes it, you know? Because the truth is stranger than fiction. That's why I'm wearing this dang elephant mask. Because I know what's there. And you know, it's like my car's right outside. I know it's a car. And I know that when I drive it up to the temples, that those are temples. Just as much as those are temples, just as much as my car is a car. You can't be denied. You know, a bunch of critics might, but that's only because they didn't marvel gaze enough. They can't see. They don't see the art in nature. They don't even try to. So, and you know, everybody, it's only the poem. Then why the hell the rest of the book? What's the rest of the book for? He clearly says that there are hints in the stories that will help with the clues in the poem. And he didn't really say hints that you read. There are hints in the drawings. Face it, there gotta be symbols. If you have no symbols, what the hell are you looking for? You know? Then Homer Brown. Oh man. Homer Brown, Forrest. Look at the signs to the forest. Yep. Photos and photos, new and old location. Rich is new and old on a location. Yeah. I mean, the place practically says Fenn's Treasure. But it doesn't say Fenn's Treasure. It says some other old treasure, you know. It's so you know, when you're at the end of the poem, the beginning of it and all that, it's such a simple thing. It's okay. I'm having trouble with my glasses in here. Oh, when it says the poem will lead to the end of the rainbow and the treasure. What's up with this rainbow? Yeah. Yeah, that's very important, the rainbow. That's how I got where I am, as to find the end of his rainbow. I went looking for the beginning of his rainbow. And that kind of ties into Warm Waters Halt and all that. And then you got to, you know, because he's telling you to take the canyon down, right? But after you go down, he says there's no paddle up your creek. So you're going back up. You're going down, you're going up, you're going down, up. It's too far to walk. You Terry Scant is because you take the tarry highway, the tarry road. You take that tarry road. So what is the beginning of the rainbow? Metaphorically. I found, I was searching for Rainbow Trail up near Salida, and I found something else not near there. But, yeah. Woo, it's getting hot in here. Well, I didn't have much to say. I just wanted to, do a little bit about what they were talking about and what they didn't mention. And they didn't read my little statements about, the stuff they were talking about. Because, I'm not, I know nothing to them, you know. But an elephant has a really good memory and is wise, and elephants lead to treasure. So, well, I'm just gonna make this a short one, cause it's getting too dang hot in here. But he says his rainbow at the end of the oh end of my rainbow and the treasure. Um, yeah, yeah. The poem leads to the treasure and the end of his rainbow. But to find the whole beginning of it, you go to the beginning of his rainbow, and that leads to the end of his rainbow. The beginning of his rainbow is easier because the place has rainbow in its name. The end of the rainbow is a metaphor, something that can mean a rainbow or represents a rainbow or the same idea as a rainbow. Yeah, it is, even the state is a rainbow. the state's name can mean rainbow. The Rainbow State. Think of that. So, please speak of another name. He hasn't mentioned it in the book. No, he doesn't mention. If he said the name of the place, that isn't subtle. Any places that he named are not subtle. Madison River is not subtle. Yellowstone is not subtle. Those are bold and in your face. The way the landscape, maybe the hot spring is something, it's like this, but it's not there. That was too far to go, so it's a lot closer. It's a place that has the images of his stories on the stone walls that remind him of all his stories in his book. They're carved in stone. There's helicopters there. There's the bitty boy, the Rockwell boy, and the father with the glasses. He's in a couple places because these are common themes for these Clovis people for their tombs. You people don't. It's like looking for all the symbols of King Tut in Egypt. You're going to find King Tut in his tomb, of course, but there are going to be symbols of him all around the dang place, and they all look the same. Guy holding the tombstone, maybe, for instance, he's all over the place. And you're going to find, if you go to Egypt, you'll find King Tut all over the place. Which one of those is the major symbol to the treasure? You see what I'm saying? It's just one quick. I got to get out of this mask. How much time did he spend in Colorado? He doesn't tell us where he went. He said he went flying around looking under cliffs for places that Indians might have used for dwellings. He'd go flying around looking for stuff like that, and he found something major. It's like Mount Rushmore. It's like Mount Rushmore, but 14,000 years old. And you people, you go, oh, what would be important about something 14,000 years old? Well, if the mountain is shaped like a damn mammoth and it's 500 feet tall, that's pretty significant. Yeah. Hey, Clint. Yep. Just doing the sweating in the mask thing. Steaming up my glasses. Getting warm in here. What I need is I need a hose to blow air up in here. There's not enough air inside this mask. I could probably his mouth. His mouth. Yeah, I can hook a mouth thing there and breathe out underneath the trunk here. I could put a hole to get some more air in here. Oh, the last okay, the last train out. Take the mask off, mate, before you run out of oxygen. There's not much oxygen at 7,600 feet. Yeah. Yeah. My hair, you know what hair I have on top of my head, if I take the mask off, I look pretty funky. So, I need a beer. I haven't had a beer for years. I've drank rum and cokes in the last 3 months. Haven't had anything to drink lately. It's Colorado, so we got other things we can do here. Yeah, in mammoth proportions. Oh, geez. Yeah, there's I put my friends and family and pictures back here, the art things I've done. There's some more down here. I got to get this mirror off the wall. It's glued on there, and then I'm going to plaster that whole wall with pictures. Oh, what any questions? Take it off. Hey, there's no stripping on this show. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be like Batman. Who was that masked elephant? Okay. Any questions about the treasure? Take very little mention. He has a friend that lives there. He did have a friend that lived up there, and one of the other possibilities for where warm water holds was related to the Red Ryder BB gun. Yeah, look where that guy lived. The guy that he's the artist, did Red Ryder and his BB gun, and he shoot and he had his Red Ryder BB gun. He was shooting the birds with what were they? Not starlings. I don't think he ate them. Meadowlarks. He was shooting meadowlarks and all that with his Red Ryder BB gun. When he was maybe 12 years old. That's when you get a BB gun. You don't get a BB gun when you're 5. You shoot your sister. You get a BB gun when you're 5, you shoot your sister in the eye. So, no, you don't get a BB gun until you're like 11, 12. And that's when he was out hunting for the family. So, yeah, he's looking up in the trees, looking up for the bird in the crescent. Is that the Blaze Red Ryder? No. He's where warm water's halt. Yeah, that guy's he's down there. He's down there by the hot spring. But he also had another friend named Brown that was near where the gypsies are. And that guy died in 2009. Yeah. Yeah, I just had a Daisy BB gun. I didn't have a Red Ryder Daisy gun. Okay. so yeah, so we talked about that and the women in the hoods. Um, I just tied that today. I had the picture of the as Enki with the two women in front of him. I've had that picture. At first I thought it was Jesus. Later I realized it's Enki. It's the same guy as Persia in the Darius and the Sumerians got the guy in the chair. That goes back to Enki. But this Enki is from 14,000 BC. The pyramids are only 5 or 10,000 BC at the most. These are much older. And so it's a very significant archaeological find, is why Forrest loves it. He talks about going to Pompeii and trying to dig, and they wouldn't let him dig. Well, here he could go explore in all the tombs and pillage all he wants because the government doesn't recognize it. It's forbidden archaeology. And so they don't want to even admit that it's there. So if they don't admit it's there, you can pick up what you want. And yeah, who's that? Dick in the day, Dirk of the Daring. I can't. Well, I got a lot of fog on my glasses in here. Oh, how many waters make up the warm waters? Well, one thing: warm waters they halt. Look up the world's deepest hot spring. How far down does the water? How far down is the deepest hot spring? Basically, how deep is a hole? Yeah, I don't mention the names of the places, but I hint at them. I give very good hints that. Yeah. Dirk, turn on your volume. Can hardly hear that. Yeah, my volume is on. I have my computer muted, but my phone isn't. And this is going through my phone, and any muted sound is something that Google and it's in their software to turn the volume up and down. And the thing is, like trying to focus on an airplane with your camera, it doesn't want to focus on little things, and it's doing the same thing with the sound. Technology with its head in its butt, Yeah. You can fit a lot of things in an elephant's butt. How many trolls can you stuff in an elephant's butt? Yeah, that's a good one. Light up the century. Sitting Bull's peace pipe. Yeah. Uh-huh. I did that in the last video. I'm not going to do that too often in public. 6 hours. Yeah, it's just too hot in here, and I haven't got that one up there. I don't think it's locked and loaded, so I'm not going to go through that. And I'm about done sweating in this mask. So, yeah. Talk to you later. Have a good one.